Welcome today. We have started campaigning in earnest, and today Peter has got a significant environmental policy. The other thing about this is we are starting the launch of Peter's tour across the state in Manly. This signifies for the first time Manly is going to have real significance in a government. This is the start of Manly being taken to the heart of the state government. Let's come and listen to the policy.
Okay, we're launching a couple of things today. Not only the tour of electorates around New South Wales, the Get Back in Front tour, but we're also making announcements on air quality. And if I can cover those first, I've spoken to you for the last year about ethanol. I think it's very important that New South Wales take a leadership role on ethanol, alternative fuels. That's why my car runs on 85% ethanol. I want to show to people that it's a viable fuel. It really does make a difference to the environment. It's readily available across New South Wales at 10%, and I'd promote it to everybody. Give it a go, especially in the holiday period as you're around in January. Find those service stations that have got the 10% ethanol and use it. That 10% ethanol makes a 30% reduction in pollution. I think it's a really good news, not only for the environment, but it's good news for the farmer, and it's good news for your back pocket because it's actually cheaper. The other announcements we'll make today on LPG and hybrid electric cars. I think it's very important that we promote those alternative vehicles, and we're going to provide a discount of $50 on the registration cost for both anybody converting their car to LPG, but also anybody using the hybrid electric vehicles. I think that will be a real incentive to get more people to take up those vehicles, those alternative vehicles. And secondly, we'll give them access to transit lanes. I think it's very important that we do that. It'll provide much faster travel times. I think New South Wales is in a position to actually take a leadership role on alternative fuels and alternative energy. And these are a number of things that we can all get behind. We can all get behind from today.
What kind of difference do you think the greater use of ethanol and LPG will make to air quality in New South Wales?
Well, there's no doubt. I think there's general agreement that even if you use the 10% ethanol, you'll have a 30% reduction on the pollution from those cars. Now, my car uses 85%, and we've borrowed another car that's also on 85%, but we want to just use those two vehicles to promote the use of ethanol. Ethanol really is good news in three ways. It's good news for farmers who can provide the raw material that goes into it. It's good news for your back pocket because it's cheaper, but it's also good news for the environment. In relation to LPG and the hybrid cars, the electric cars, we want to promote those as well. Remember that New South Wales, and especially Sydney, is the pollution capital of Australia. We've got to have an impact on that air quality. It's not only an environmental issue, it's a health issue. A lot of people die because of the health. A lot of people die simply because of the air quality that we're exposed to every single day. We need to start turning that around.
How long have you been running on ethanol in your car?
I've run my car on the 85% ethanol, I think since about June last year. And for people who say it gives you less power and whatever, I don't notice any difference from unleaded. I think it's exactly the same, and I get that at 90 cents a litre compared to what you're paying. I think on the weekend unleaded was about $1.14, $1.16.
The idea of allowing hybrid and LPG cars to use the transit lane, why did you come up with that?
I think it's very important to find a number of innovative ways to actually promote these alternative fuels. And when you look at it, what sort of incentives? Well, people use the cars. Obviously, they pay a cost for it, so let's provide a discount on the government charges, but also travel times. If we can actually say, yeah, you use an alternative energy car, and we'll give you access to the transit lanes, that'll make a difference in travel times.
What about people that are using buses when it's slow travel times for them?
No, it won't, and there's a growing network of bus lanes. We'll continue that. I think it's very important that we do that because we need to promote public transport, and we'll be making further announcements on public transport. But I suppose the point I want to make today is New South Wales can take a leadership role on alternative fuels.
And I hope you enjoyed it. I think it's significant that we're providing a real green solution for our cars in ethanol and natural gas and providing incentives to use it. Manly's going to be significant. This is the first part of it. Stay with the journey. Thanks very much, Ernest.